Hello, my name is Kari Harris. I am an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. I've been asked many times how I make my graphics, and I knew nothing about this before, but I found this program called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, and it has been the one that works for me. I've tried several. This one is easy for me. It's free, which is great. I do everything on my laptop. There's also an app. I don't find it very user-friendly. If maybe you might, but I do not like the app as much. So I do everything on my laptop. There is a paid version that you can get where you get access to more graphics and just more different things. I've never needed that, and it's not just like a one-time fee, it's per year. And it's kind of high. So I have never used that. Okay, so let's get started. We'll just make a really simple graphic, excuse me. So the first thing you're going to do is hit create a design. Now there will be all these different kind of designs, and it shows the size of them underneath. Okay, and it goes down. There's just a whole bunch. If you wanted to make an invitation, if you wanted to make a brochure, if you wanted to make business cards, everything's on here. Okay, the ones I use the most are up here, and I think they get bumped up because I use them so much. And recently I've discovered this over here, the use custom dimensions. So you can click on that and put in the width and height by inches, or you know, well, that's not helpful. Any way you want it, and it will make a custom dimension for you. And I could have used that several times, so I'm glad I recently found that. So what I usually do is use a social media one, a square one. Occasionally I use the Pinterest one, the Facebook post, it's a little bit more of a rectangle. The Facebook cover photos, I do those a lot. However, Facebook has changed their sizing recently. So you would just have to do one, and then you'll realize that you have to kind of squish everything to the center and make it much smaller than you actually think you do. I'm going to click on all my designs just to show over here on the left hand side all your designs, just to show you a Facebook cover I recently made. This one right here. I made it to fit the whole thing. I always forget that I need to kind of resize. So I ended up having to squish everything to the center and put these bars on the outside just because there was nothing there. It didn't actually need anything. When I have it on my Facebook page, it's cut off about right here and about right here. So that's all you see. It's all you really need. It's fine. But that's something to keep in mind with the Facebook cover photos. And maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Who knows? So let's get out of that one and go back and hit create a design. And we'll do a square one, a social media one. And you can do any size, it doesn't matter. I post them on Facebook no matter what size they are. The Pinterest size is really good for our stock photos that we use in Paparazzi. It fits really well with those. Okay, so we've got this blank square here. First thing I'm going to do is put a background on it. Now I can come over here and choose from one of these Canva layouts. You can just choose any of these. Some of them are going to be marked free, like this. Others are going to have a $sign. Let's find one that has that. Just that one right there has a $sign. So you will have to pay for that one if you want it. All right, so say I wanted to use this one, but I didn't want those colors. I wanted to do something different. I'd click on this, and it brings up all the colors that are used. And say I wanted to change the pink to a purple. So you're going to do that. If you want to change the shade of purple, click on the plus sign and then drag this around to where you want it. And you can also come down here and go darker. Ooh, I like those colors together. Or lighter. Okay, and then it's going to have some words in here. you can take out that umbrella and just drag it off the edge and it's gone. You can just change these words to whatever you want. Happy baby, whatever you wanted. You could do something like that. If you don't want these words here, you can take them off and just drag them off to the side. Okay, so I can make that bigger, smaller, whatever. Now, I don't use these a lot, but just every once in a while, if I'm kind of stumped for an idea, I'll use one of those. So I'm going to get out of that. Yeah, we want to leave. Let's get another one up here. Okay, so to choose a background, I'm going to go over here on the far left-hand side and hit background. I can choose any of these plain colors and then adjust the shade up here with the plus sign. You can also put in kind of your brand colors for your company. That's on that beginning page that we were on. And these are the ones I've chosen. They might not be exact, but if you have the I can't remember what it's called, key colors maybe, you can put in the exact number that you know that your company uses, and it will bring up that color. Okay, so let's go down here. There's a bunch of free backgrounds, all of these. Then it goes into some ones that are $1. I've never bought one before. And then you go down a little farther and there's some more free ones. Okay, so just tons to choose from. Let's go ahead and choose this one. Now I don't want an orange, so I'm going to click on it and put on one of my brand colors. Now I'm going to go next to text over here on the left-hand side. There's 3 different sizes of text that you can add, but even if I chose the smallest one and I decided later I wanted to make it big, I can make it up to this size and bigger. So it doesn't really matter which one of those you choose. These are kind of pre-made layouts for you. So say I wanted this one. I could just go in and adjust this to say my words, whatever. I just kind of double click on it, take those words off and put my name on there or whatever I wanted. And then if you don't want them to be hooked together, see how these are hooked together. I can't move them separately. Let's click on that again. You come up here where it says ungroup and hit that. And now they should move separately. I always have a problem with this. It takes me a few minutes, but that's how you do that. So if it doesn't do it right away, play with it because they will ungroup so that you can move them separately. Or you could just like totally delete the authentic leather and just not have it on there. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the biggest text and we'll do a graphic for a live show. All right, then I'm going to come up here and choose a font. They have a ton of fonts. It says that you can upload your own. You can't unless you've paid. So you just kind of have to work with what they have, and they do have a lot to choose from. So let's come down here and find a bold one. I wish they had a few more bold ones. There's one that we'll use. Now it usually brings up black letters when you pick your text, and it looks black, but it's just a very dark gray. So I usually go in and change it to black, and it just shows up that much brighter. So now I'm going to try that at the biggest size and see how it looks. Might be a little bit too big, and it is. So they have all these pre-chosen numbers in here, but I'm going to do it about 130. You can put in your own number. Still might be too big. Another thing you can do is come up here to spacing, right here. You can squish your letters closer together, like that. And you can also put your lines closer together. Let me move that down first so that you can see them going closer. Like, too close. About like that, okay? Now this little thing here, you can put it on an angle if you want. And then just drag it wherever looks good to you. All right, now I'm going to add a frame to this. So I'm going to come over here to Elements, and then there's all these options of fun things that you can explore. Frames are right here. These first few are ones that you would insert a photo into. So I don't use those a lot. I use them when I do like a collage for our fashion fix, when I want like 4 photos together. I'll use something like that, but not too often. So I'm going to come down here till I find a regular frame, like these right here. Now I'm going to choose this one. Some of our frames are like I own it. Some of Canva's frames you can only move like this. They don't have the option to move it like this. So when you're choosing one, kind of think about that, okay? Or you might choose one and have to delete it if it's not exactly what you want. Because there are some of both. I think they should all be like this. It would make life much easier. So you just pull it out to where you want it, and then you can change the color. Just a little bit farther. I'm going to change it to black. That looks good. Now, if I wanted to get to the words from here, I can't because the frame is covering them. It's kind of layered over the top of the words. So I'm going to hit Arrange and hit back. And it's going to now be behind the words. If there was more, like if there was other graphics on this design, you might have to hit back a few times. I just had to hit it once, and now I can get to my words, and I could move them around again if I wanted to. Okay, so now I'm going to find some hearts to put on there. What I usually do is just come up here to the search bar and search for heart, and just search for a free one, of course. So I'm going to come down a ways. Now some of them you're going to be able to change the color on the screen, and some you will not. I had one in mind and I'm not seeing it right off the bat. We could try this one. I've never seen that before. Ooh, that might not work. Let's delete that one. We could squish it down, but it's just not the look I want. This is one I use a lot. Let's try it. Okay, so it goes up and down like this for whatever reason. I guess you could run it up and down the side of your page. So I'm going to change it to black. You could do a dark pink if you wanted, but it's kind of hard to get a dark pink shade to look good with this color. So I'm going to line it up so that it looks somewhat straight with my words, and then bring it down here and just pull it out like this. And this is one of those ones that I wish it had a couple more of these little dots so that I could size it up and down, because I do use this one a lot, but sometimes it just doesn't work for what I need it for. Okay, so now let me show you something else real quick. Say these words were white. I'm not going to leave them like that, but just for now. Right now this ribbon is behind. I don't know why it went behind. Oh, see, now it's in front. So if you wanted to move that behind, you would just hit back, and it's going to go behind your words. Okay, where I have the words on as black, it doesn't really matter. So I will leave that like that. Okay, and one last thing. I'm going to get one of our company logos. You can upload those to here, and I've uploaded like some pictures that I need to still sell, or some backgrounds that I found on Google or Bing or Pinterest. I've uploaded those in here, the ones that I kind of use a lot, but I've also got my logos right here. So I'm going to click that one and get it down to the size I want it, and just stick it down in the corner. Okay. All right, and if you wanted to, let's play with this logo for a minute. So if you wanted it really big and wanted it just kind of sitting back, sort of like in the shadows behind everything, you're going to come up here to this where it says transparency, click on it, and just make it sort of hide out in the background. And that obviously doesn't look good on here, but that's just something to show you a fun little trick. Like if one of your colors ends up being too bold, you can just take it down a couple of notches and it looks so much better. Okay, so now you're going to want to save this. So you're going to, oh, I usually name them right here. You don't have to name them, but I usually do. So I'm going to put live show. I'll just do hearts. Okay, so I'm going to hit download. And then JPG is what you need to post to Facebook. Okay, so you hit JPG, download. If you were doing a business card, you would do that one that says, anyway, the one that you can print from, the one that does a really nice format. I had to look at that so I can just tell you. So if you're doing a business card, you would want to go to the PDF print because you want it to look really nice and crisp. Okay, so let's do that again real quick. JPG, download, and then you're going to click Save As when it comes up. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Downloads, and I have my downloads very organized, and so I have some for backgrounds, some for blockbuster photos, some for bracelets, just all kinds of different things. So this one I'm going to put under Facebook parties. Whoops, I need to double click on that so that it opens up that download folder. And I've already got my name there because I named it in the other spot. So I'm going to hit save. Okay, and it should be ready to go now. All right, so one other thing I want to show you. Let me come back here and click on this. And I'm going to click on all your designs. So see, this one brings up this one because I worked on it just a little bit, but I'm just going to move it to the trash. This one that I was just doing isn't quite ready, so it hasn't come up yet. But this shows every design I've ever made that I haven't deleted. They're all in here. So if I ever wanted to go back and say, you know, change the color of the words on this one or the style of the font, I could do that with no problem. That's one thing I love about Canva, because some of the other ones I tried do not save your stuff in there. So you can't go back in and fix stuff, and I do that all the time. Okay, so that is my little show for you. If you have any comments or questions, put them in the comments. And if you have a request for something that you need to see a little more specific, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.